Hi there, everyone, and welcome to practice of lesson 48 from A Course in Miracles workbook for students. And we start by praying as usually we do. We thank the Holy Spirit for his guidance. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for your guidance and for your infinite patience, for presenting yourself in every encounter through every brother and sister. And we thank you, Holy Spirit, for the miracles that you do in us and through us. You perform in us and through us. And we thank you for this day and for our opportunities, our forgiveness opportunities. And the quote for today is this one. I will share screen so you can see. It says, the ego's voice is an hallucination. You cannot expect it to say, I am not real. Yet you are not asked to dispel your hallucinations alone. That is the quote for today. Lesson 48. There is nothing to fear. The idea for today simply states a fact. It is not a fact to those who believe in illusions, but illusions are not facts. In truth, there is nothing to fear. It is very easy to recognize this, but it is very difficult to recognize it for those who want illusions to be true. Today's practice periods will be very short, very simple, and very frequent. Merely repeat the idea as often as possible. You can use it with your eyes open at any time and in any situation. It is strongly recommended, however, that you take a minute or so, whenever possible, to close your eyes and repeat the idea slowly to yourself several times. It is particularly important that you use the idea immediately should anything disturb your peace of mind. The presence of fear is a sure sign that you are trusting in your own strength. The awareness that there is nothing to fear shows that somewhere in your mind, though not necessarily in a place you recognize as yet, you have remembered God and let His strength take the place of your weakness. The instant you are willing to do this, there is indeed nothing to fear. So it's very related to yesterday's lesson, which was God is my strength. Dios es mi fortaleza. God is the strength in which I trust. And now for this lesson, the only way of practice is very frequent during the day. Today's practice period will be short, very simple, and very frequent. Merely repeat the idea as often as possible. And you can use, it is strongly recommended that you take a minute or so whenever possible to close your eyes and repeat the idea slowly to yourself several times. So we're going to practice the minute. That is required. Whenever you can do it, you can practice a minute with closed eyes and repeat the idea several times. If you cannot do it, then you can repeat the idea very frequently during the day. It could be every 10 minutes or every 20, 30, or every 30 minutes or every hour. You set the range of time, the lapse. But it's recommended that you do it every 10 minutes. If you cannot, at least you can do it every hour. So we're gonna practice the minute in 3, 2, 1. We close our eyes. There is nothing to fear. 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 There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. And we open our eyes. We just did the minute. And, well, today's practice is to practice frequently during the day. And you set the time. You very recommendable to use your phone with the timer. You set a time, like maybe the lapse would be every 30 minutes, every half an hour, and then you set your timer, and every time it makes a sound, you restart your timer and you remember the idea. There is nothing to fear. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining. Elena, Marisol, Carolina, have a nice day, and we see each other tomorrow. Bye bye.